Hey, y'all, hey! All my late but blooming babes, it is your late but blooming bestie, Dom. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new here. Hey, y'all, hey! I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, whenever you see this. I hope it's a great one for you, and the rest of the day will be amazing as well. And I just wanted to jump on here right quick just to share a couple thoughts. I'm trying to get in the spirit of it. If I think it, let me record it so I can get it out, because if I overthink it, I'm gonna procrastinate and then I'm not gonna put it out, and I'm off of that. So yeah, so today I wanted to focus a little bit more on you opposed to the narcissist. Of course, we speak about narcissistic personality disorder, some of the traits and ways to spot it, and or toxic behavior. Everyone's not a narcissist. Some people are just fucking toxic, but some people do have narcissistic traits and have narcissistic personality disorder. Now, does the person that you used to deal with or are dealing with, do they have to be diagnosed as a narcissist for them to be a narcissist? Of course not. No, there are traits that categorize narcissistic personality disorder, and I believe it's 9 in total, and you only have to have 5 in order to be clinically diagnosed as a narcissist. But because most narcissistic people don't think that there's anything wrong with them, everyone else is the problem, they're not the issue, they're not going to actually sit and go get diagnosed. So yeah, it's like 1% of the population is diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, but in a world where there are billions of people, 1% is still a lot, and that's those who are diagnosed. I'm sure that you have run across someone in your life, where there's a parent, a sibling, a co-worker, boss, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever the case, you've ran across the narcissist before, whether they were diagnosed or not. You can look at the traits and you'll see, oh yes, and as we talk, you will know, oh yes, I dealt with that, right? But what I wanted to talk about is that you are not who the narcissist says that you are, okay? So I really want you to get that in your head, because what they will do, they'll get into this relationship with you because they love XYZ about you. So for example, if you are someone who is entrepreneurial, someone who's ambitious, someone who's very driven, a narcissist will be drawn to that because they see what the perks and the benefits of that will be with being with someone of that caliber. Of course, you will want to help them to succeed as much as you do, and you're going to give to help them get to that point. So they see the benefits of it. But because they don't innately have those gifts or characteristics and all that themselves, they're using you to basically leech those gifts and properties and, for their own energy. They will eventually start to resent you for this very same thing that attracted you to them. And because they start to resent you for it, they want to knock you down a peg, because they know in their heart that you are a better person than them, or whatever the case may be, and that makes them feel away. So instead of them stepping their game up, they want to bring you down. But you're not who these people tell you that you are. You know that you are a kind person. You know that you're not a selfish person. You know that you're giving. You know that you're loving. You know that you're loyal. You know that you are everything that you said you were before you started dealing with them, and they started planting these little seeds of doubt in your mind. So in leaving that situation, when you finally do get to the place where you want to leave it, there will be residual residue of all those little negative seeds that were planted, and you are going to have to dig yourself up out of that in order to succeed and flourish and move forward. And in order to do that, you're going to have to go into a place of self-discovery to figure out who you are now, post-relationship, because you go through phases. You are one person before you got into the relationship, you are a completely different person within the relationship, and you're a totally different person post-relationship. So your objective now is to find out who you are and get back to who you were before dealing with them, and be better, grow, flourish, thrive, because they are working so hard to tear you down in the hopes that you will stay down, especially if you have the audacity to finally pick yourself up and try to leave them and move on, how dare you? The nerve of you. So they want you to stay low. They want you to stay beneath them, because if you stay beneath them or you stay low after you guys leave, then they can make it look like, oh, see, I was the one doing all the work. I got tired of carrying the load. She wasn't helping me do this. This person, they so lazy, blah, 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 blah. Because at the end of the day, these people care about their image. So even though they're shithead people to you and they treat you all kinds of wrong, all kinds of bad, they do you all kinds of way, they want their reputation to stay intact, to make themselves look like such a great person. So they're going to make everyone believe that you're this other person that they want you to come off as, to make them look good, right? But again, it is your job. It's your job to discover who you are post that situation, and to be bigger and better than you were before it. That should be the ultimate goal. If you guys are over it, great. Thank God that you're over it. Thank God, because it is hard to get out of that situation. It's so hard. So if you do finally get the gumption to go ahead and be done with it, stand in it. Stand on that business, man, and get back to being great, because you were great before you met them. That's what drew them to you. So now prove to them that how great you are, because if you're anything like the situation I was in, they will try to convince you otherwise. Show them. And you don't have to do nothing to really, flaunt it in their face. You just do you. They will see it. Okay? But again, that is your objective. Be bigger. Use that energy, that trauma, transmute that into positivity, into flourishing, into your elevation. Okay? And it's going to take time, because healing takes time. It takes time to reverse the damage that was done. It took time to do the damage, so it's going to take time to reverse it. And some of you won't be able to reverse, but that's okay, because you can learn from it, right? So do that. That is your focus. That is your goal. And if you do, I promise, that you will thank yourself. You'll thank yourself for it. So that's the video. I didn't have much to say. It was just a thought in my brain that I wanted to share, because it's something that I have to tell myself all the time. Okay? So like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things you do on YouTube to make it work, Drop down in the comments what you want to talk about, if you have a topic or anything of the like. And I will see you guys in the next video.